Team, welcome to the Process Programming CrossFit Open Update Show. In this show, we are diving into the leaderboards of our male and female divisions and also our male and female masters divisions. And we are highlighting the top 5, but also our podium finishes in each division. Everyone who took part in the Process Programming CrossFit Throwdown is a part of the Process Programming in some way, shape or form. Perhaps they're individual subscribers or they're a part of one of our many affiliate gyms around the world. First and foremost, a massive shout out to our sponsors who have some epic prizes on the way to our podium finishes in each division, but who have also supported us and helped us make these actual productions for you guys. So quick shout out, as we do every week, Life Aid Asia, Earned Athletic Apparel, and Proper Pastures for being our main sponsors, and our supporting sponsors, Lyra Spirits, Wine and Things Hong Kong, MG GERAGHTY Insurance, Ultra Hemp, Biltong Chief, Bandit Coffee Hong Kong, Clean Nutrition, Bear Bells, and Nocco. Guys, we love you. Thank you so much for all your help and all your support. Without further ado, let's dive into our leaderboards. The way that we are going to go about this is we will start with the male division, those under the age of 35, followed by the female division. This is what we call our open division, followed by our male masters division, those above the age of 35, and our female masters division. Now, of course, a little reminder, unfortunately, the only scores for this leaderboard are for those who could actually do the workouts RX. We did also create a gymless division, which we will continue to do in the future for those who perhaps don't have access to a full gym, but want to still do a rendition of the CrossFit Open workout. 22.3 is behind us. That is 3 weeks done. And we now have our final standings for each of our divisions, highlighting the top 5, starting with 5th, working our way up to 1st place. Starting with the male open division leaderboard. In 5th place, fantastic performance over the 3 weeks. Very, very impressive, Mr. Ed Haynes. Well done on your fantastic showing over 3 weeks, wrapping up 5th place. In 4th place, despite losing to Ed Haynes in the final workout of the CrossFit Open, making it 2 consecutive years where he has lost in a thruster pull-up workout, Mr. Alex Younger. Epic performance from Al. Have to say that Al's priorities have changed quite substantially over the last couple of weeks for someone who is really chasing the upper echelons of this sport and trying to make it to the CrossFit Games. He's now shifted his focus. He trains following the Compete program most of the time, more like 3 to 4 times a week, but was still able to show up and put some epic performances. And so well done, Al. In 3rd place, he's been on or in the top 5 throughout this entire 3 weeks, Mr. Cameron Curry. Cam is a high-level competitor who's competed at regionals in multiple years, now relocated away from Asia back to US, and definitely has his sights set on being competitive as a masters athlete. He's 34 this year. So really looking forward to seeing what Cam does in the next part of his season this year as he qualifies to the quarterfinals. But just epic performances, Cam. Love having you a part of this community. In 2nd place, our very own Ant Haynes. This year was Ant's first ever year doing each of the CrossFit Open workouts only once. That was a rule we set out. His goal, of course, is to show up at the quarterfinals, give as much as he can to those events, hopefully progress to semifinals, and who knows what goes beyond that. But the goal is very much to get back to the CrossFit Games. Learning from past experiences, he's always put a little bit too much effort and energy and resources into the CrossFit Open, which meant that later down the line when he really needs to show up, he just hasn't had that much to draw on. So really proud of you, Ant, for an epic 3 weeks, doing what you need to secure a place in the quarterfinals, and for the first time ever, only doing each workout once. In 1st place, who has locked up this 1st place over the entire 3 weeks, Mr. David Trebullo. He is Portuguese. He was located in Macau. He's now moved over to coach over in Dubai. Epic performances from him. I think he wrapped up a 3rd place overall in the Portugal leaderboard, which is a very, very competitive country. And he will, through the European region, now be progressing on to the quarterfinals. Fantastic work to everyone in our male open division. Next, we move to our female open division, those below the age of 35. In 4th place, we have a tie from 2 Coastal Fitness coaches and operations staff, I should say. Isabel Wolf and Charlotte Thompson both tied up equal points with 16 points. They wrap up our 4th and 5th place with a tie. Now, Isabel is, of course, as many of you know, she's very prominent as a part of the Process Programming in our media and also our podcast. She is the brains behind what you see on social media and all of these productions. Izzy has taken a step away from chasing the competitive side of the sport and is focusing a little bit more now on health and longevity. She definitely does a mixture of the compete program as well as working with myself, but decided kind of last minute, you know what, I'm going to have fun in the Open this year. I'm going to take the pressure off myself and just enjoy the workouts with the other coaches. And it's awesome to see that even though the change and focus in her training, she's still able to step up and put some really big performances in. Charlotte Thompson, amazing performance this year. At the end of last CrossFit season, she decided she really wanted to step up and work on a lot of her weaknesses, a lot of those being upper body gymnastics. She's put a lot of work into that. She's in a much healthier place now relative to where she was a year ago in terms of her physical ability. And it was awesome to see Lottie turn in some really big scores and qualify to the European continent, which is no easy task, and actually she did so quite comfortably. So this is going to be really exciting. Can't wait to see Lottie take on her very first ever quarterfinals. Robin Lee Wilson has also been prominent on the leaderboard over the last 3 weeks. She's a South African based over in Indonesia in one of our affiliates, Benkel Strength Conditioning. A really, really capable athlete who's put in some fantastic performances. Robin, superb work and well done on wrapping up that third place. In second place, Adele Quinton-Page. She has again, like Lottie, qualified to the European leaderboard and is now moving on to the quarterfinals. She didn't do the CrossFit Open this year, so she just put a post out saying how proud she was of her efforts to get through the 3 weeks and is now ready to sink her teeth into some more challenging tests in a couple of weeks. Adele is stationed over in Lama, an outlying island in Hong Kong, and of course with all the lockdowns and gym closures at the moment has been making do with what she got. She's currently building her own home gym, so if you don't follow her, check her out and give us some support and love. Top of the leaderboard is our very own Katie Reggett, been a part of Coastal Fitness and a part of these leaderboards for a very, very long time. Another outstanding set of performances from Katie. Truth be told, there were a lot of uncontrollable life circumstances that got in the way of Katie leading up into the CrossFit Open, so it meant that she didn't have the resources that she normally has to give towards competition. With that said, we still created a plan, hit the workouts once, had a lot of fun doing it, and it just goes to show that she still has a ton of capacity. As to whether or not she will take on the quarterfinals, we shall see. Well done to our top 3 in the female open division. Next, we move on to our masters divisions. We will start with our male masters to begin with, and a very unchanged top 5. Starting with 5th place, Mr. Tim Schuch. He is a coach over at Benkel Strength Conditioning. I had the pleasure of sitting down with this man every week as we go through our mentorship calls, talking about the next week of programming. He has not necessarily been following a CrossFit a CrossFit focused training program. He has set himself some other objectives like a one-arm chin-up and some planche goals, following a more gymnastics focused program, but still really cool to see that he still has the ability to express capacity in these CrossFit Open tests. Tim wraps up 5th place. Well done, Tim. In 4th place, we have our very own Roman Muller. He is actually following the build program at the moment. With that said, he does have over the last 3-4 years a lot of history in the sport of CrossFit. He just kind of switched up his priorities most recently, based a lot on the gym lockdowns and a bit of a change in goals. With that said, he still came in, did all the CrossFit Open workouts, did the last workout twice because he kind of surprised himself with those bar muscle ups. I wanted to see if he gets some more. So well done, Roman. That just shows consistency with smart strength conditioning. Still allows you to express some pretty cool things when it comes to the sport of CrossFit. In 3rd place, Mr. Chris Miller has also been on the podium over the last 3 weeks. Chris follows a program, has been following our program from about October 2021. I put a really nice post up on the water cooler today just saying, giving his thanks to the community and the coaches, and to say that this has been his best ever finish in the CrossFit Open and might potentially be in with a shout of actually making it to the next stage of competition. So Chris, just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support and loyalty you've given us. Epic performances this year, and we wish you all the best on whatever the next chapter of your season looks like. In 2nd place, following our program from Chiang Mai, Thailand, Bradley Charles Jenkins. Him and Chris have been tussling this one out over the last 3 weeks. Brad wraps up a 2nd place with still a really impressive time of 10:25 in that last workout, which leaves our very own I shouldn't say very young, because actually he's not a part of Coastal. He's a part of the process programming, and he's located in China. Mr. Chris Toison. He was licking his lips when he saw this final workout, because these are all movements that he thinks are within his wheelhouse, and I tend to agree. He was also faced with some rather precarious circumstances, because there was a potential gym lockdown about to happen, and he basically had to make the choice. Do I do it on Friday night after his main job? I think it was about 8:45 p.m. where he took on the workout, or risk potentially not being able to do their workout at all. We had a quick conversation, and we basically decided, you know what, get it done. And if you do have an opportunity to do it again, you can always do it again. But if you don't take this opportunity and it does close, you may not get to finish what you started. So Mr. Toison wraps up first place over the 3 weeks of first, a third, and a first. Fantastic work, my friend. Testament to all the hard work you put into your training and sorting out all the supporting other elements outside of training to allow you to express amazing performances. Let's go into our very final division, our female masters. Largely unchanged here. In 5th place, over in Connecticut, US, working out of her garage gym with her husband, Matt, and their daughter, Catherine, who all follow the process programming. Really cool to see his family get after it every day. Miss Megan Tetro wraps up 5th place. And Megan, amazing work, Megan. In 4th place, we have Miss Janie Grant, a part of CrossFit. I don't know why I keep saying CrossFit Coastal. I keep talking about the CrossFit Open. A part of Coastal Fitness, Janie has been coming in and doing her CrossFit Open workouts on a Saturday in our open gym pods. Outside of that, she is training in her garage, kind of looks like a basement, with her husband Ian, who's also a part of our community, and just getting the workouts done. Obviously, this last workout, she hasn't really had a pull-up bar for a really, really long time. So being able to come in, jump on our pull-up bar that we set up outside and still execute and express a really amazing score, that's testament to her. And in fact, I echo that same point for everyone in Coastal Fitness who was able to come and do that workout on a pull-up bar, having not had access to one. Amazing work, Janie. As to what happens the next point of her season, we will see. She did qualify to the Masters next year, but we're just waiting to see updates on those leaderboards. In similar vein, Kim Grant, not related at all to Janie. Kim is South African. She joined us most recently, probably in the last 6 months or so. Relocated over to Hong Kong, having been an avid CrossFitter over in South Africa. Very similar circumstances, has had a very less than ideal training run up to the CrossFit Open despite an amazing pre-season. But we're still showing up every Saturday, joining our open gym pods and putting in some epic performances. Kim has decided that regardless of where she finishes, this year will probably not be her year to push on with the Masters qualifiers, just because she hasn't had the preparation she really wanted to. But she has said that she's hungry for next year and she's going to give it a really good crack. In 2nd place, we have Lee Svensson, who is located over in Sweden. Amazing performances over the last 3 weeks. Again, she joined us not too long ago, has been super consistent and diligent with the program, has really bought in, and we love following her journey via WhatUp, but also through Instagram. She has qualified, I believe, in 10th place within her country in her division. So she will be now progressing through the European continent to the Masters qualifiers. Well done, Annalie. We are fully supporting you over here. And in 1st place, we have Miss Lee Coates, wrapping up 1st place in every division. Super impressive. Lee is, of course, in the 55 age group category. Of course, what we don't factor in this leaderboard is the potential differences in actual workouts based upon the group. But Lee has set her goals the last few years on qualifying to the CrossFit Games. She's been super close and just missed out the last couple of years. Now, with all the situation happening in Hong Kong right now, she's following the similar footsteps of Ant and relocating over to Dubai for the next few months, where she is going to be following the process programming and being in a more ideal training environment to allow her to excel at the Masters qualifiers in the quarterfinals and the semifinals. So if you are over in Dubai, go reach out to Lee, connect with her, train with her, give her all your support. She's still laser focused on her goal and doing everything she can to achieve it. Well done to our top 3 in the Masters Ladies Division. Team, that wraps up this year's 2022 CrossFit Open Process Programming Update Show. It's been an absolute pleasure. Again, thank you so much to our sponsors for all their amazing prizes, the support and love through some challenging times. Of course, all of you who are part of our Process Programming community, who've taken part, who've fist bumped, who've liked, who've shown nothing but love and encouragement to the rest of the participants and us as a coaching team. We love all you guys so much. Now it's time to focus on the next part of our training year, whether that's training for 2022, 2023, or it's progressing to the next stage of competition. Bye for now.